Nadia. Is it true? Umenichagua mimi. Kuna fununu. Unamuoa yule. Let me play the guitar. Tubanjuke. Tuzunguke mita. Tuwalike. Harusi tafana. Wabambike wale. Isukuti love like mayonde. No stress baby usikonde. Forever love ni kupende. Chini na juu pia upande. Isiwa scandals kiwilipoze. Roho inakuuma njoo nikupoze. Tupendane ujanani pia uze. Oh my love I surrender. Myself to you me arenda. Eka muziki rumba na benga. Chini kwa chini situtakwenda. Tuvume Kajux na Vanessa. Kwenye media together tunatesa. 254 sindo kusema. Let me love you the African way. Let me love you like an African lady. Nikuite papa, nanita mama. Nikuite papa, nanita mama. The African way. Nikuite papa, nanita mama. Nikuite papa, nanita mama. The African way. Hizi kukuruka kara zanini sasa. Achana na wale wagombi wanuleta siasa. Niambie, nichangie kama ni nyimbo ni kuimbia. Eza litalo makazi ya bolingo. Isiwa scandals kiwilipoze. Roho inakuuma njoo nikupoze. Tupendane ujanani pia uzeni. Tuvume Kajux na Vanessa. Kwenye media together tunatesa. 254 sindo kusema. Let me love you the African way. Let me love you like an African lady.
So the lovely talent that you just saw on your screen in that music video is with us this evening. And her name is Nadia Mukami, and she's with us. She's come from the stable called, let me see if I remember this correctly, Hail Mind Entertainment. and the manager, a man called David, has just told me that Hail means the power of the mind, of success. It's an Amharic word. Amharic is a language spoken in Ethiopia and such areas, and it's a really powerful concoction. And evidently we can see the talent on display is absolutely top-notch. Good evening.
Hi.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Welcome to KBC Channel 1.
Thank you.
So can you tell us about that track that we just saw?
African Lover.
Yeah.
African Lover is a song that talks about the kind of, the old school kind of love where people used to call each other papa, mama, and like nowadays people call each other baby, sweet pie, you know, those sassy names and stuff.
Right.
So I felt like I needed to give it a different twist, my own twist. I'm a very poetic kind of lady. I started out as a poet actually.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I was supposed to release another song. But then my team, my listening team and my management felt like this song wasn't fit. So I already had this one in store. So like, let's try this one. And it was like, yeah, this is perfect after Sirahisi. So it blew, actually. It's a song that actually got me on Coke Studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And we're going to talk
almost
about...
500,000 views on YouTube.
That's brilliant. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about Coke Studio in a bit.
Yeah.
But for now, one of the things that has jumped out to me in your answer was this aspect of having a listening team.
Yeah.
First of all, just the whole point of having a team behind you. We were a bit strapped for time, otherwise we would have had your manager here. Yeah. But what I'd like to understand from you is what are some of the advantages you see from working, with a team, even having a listening team. I mean, you're the artist. Yeah. A lot of musicians and a lot of creatives prefer to have control over their own output. Yeah. But how important is it to have people around you who can tell you, hey, we don't think this is up to scratch yet? How does that
first of all, I'd like to thank my manager, David Gore. He's very honest. Because if he doesn't like a song, he's going to tell me, we're going to argue. He's like, no, I don't like this song. So having a team is very important because not only are you doing music as passion, but it's also business. You can't eat passion. At the end of the day, you need to make a living. You need to go for shows. You need to go for deals and stuff like that. So having a team makes you have a plan. And a plan is very, very important. I think the steps we've made in the music industry is because we had a plan. That is one of the secrets behind it. Because we have like short-term goals and we have long-term goals. So having a team is very important because you're able to take music as a business, not only as a passion. Now you change it from when you're a solo artist to when you're under someone's wing. So it's like you're doing it as a business.
How do you create a balance, a good balance, between the art and the business, right? The promotion aspect of it versus the creative. I ask this because if we look at some of the, if you look at our local industry, if you've been following, and anyone who's watching right now, around 2004, there was a mass exodus from the then biggest production house in Kenya, Ogopa DJs. There was a mass exodus. We had people like the Longombas, we had people like Nameless, we had people like Mr. Googs and Vinnie Banton, we had, well, a whole group, and they went somewhere, they called themselves the Bad Man Camp. This is a bit of history. And essentially, one of the grievances that they had was that projects were taking too long to be released by Ogopa, and that there was a lot of control over what they could release and what they couldn't release. But in their defense, we had the Ogopa team, the manager then was called Banda, and Lucas himself, and they, in their defense, they were saying, look, we're trying to take care of the business aspect of it. You know, you can't just release songs when you feel like it, or the songs that you wish. You have to read the market and everything. And so there was a bit of a clash, and some artists got hurt out of that, and others actually benefited from that. So with that sort of background, and of course with many other examples internationally, where do you draw the line? What sort of balance is best in terms of the creative versus the business?
The business. First of all, to answer your question, I'd like to say, when you're an artist, you're branded differently. Different branding methods work for different artists. There's an artist who can release music back to back, and there's another who can take like 4 months to release a song and still is relevant. It depends. That's why we find that some labels, they prefer like, we hold music because there's a way they've branded you. So I'd say it depends with the kind of contract you have with your label or with your management. Like for us, I always believe, for me personally, like management is like marriage. Both of you have to have the best interest for each other because it's business. It's a win-win situation. It's more of partnership. There's Nadia Mukami, the brand. There's Helma in the brand. If I lose, he loses. If he loses, I lose because it's partnership, you know. So it depends on the kind of contract you have with your management. And for us, we like a teamwork. We work like partnership. Hakuna boss ya mwingine. There's no one's boss. Like, we're just working
dictating
together.
What to do and stuff like that.
There's nothing like that actually in our working relationship. It's always like, we are partners in this because we have two entities coming together.
I hear you though, but is there ever a conflict between your desire to express yourself artistically, and you're a poet, that's actually your background, you started in poetry, so you're generally very artistic. Do you ever feel sometimes that there's a conflict between your artistic expression and perhaps the business aspect, in the sense that, you know, the songs that would be considered radio-friendly or would be considered more bankable, right? You're going to be able to get more shows and more appearances. Do you feel like sometimes the selling, the hawking of that track or your art gets in the way of your creativity? Do you feel confined to have to create only within the boundaries of something that will be a guaranteed hit?
Nope. For me, I'm going to speak for myself. Because as I said, it depends. When you have a music business, like he can tell you, like my manager can tell you, or any other manager can tell you, it depends on the type of branding you have given your artist. There's a way you can brand an artist this way, then you try to change it later and it flops. And you can decide to brand your artist in a certain way and it works to the top. Like for us, my manager tells me, focus on the music. I focus on the business. Like, you're the creator, you're the one who's creating music, you're the creative right here. So focus on your art, and you can't reason like a manager. You're gonna reason like an artist. Because sometimes I can present a song to my manager, is like, no, that song is not really good for the market. And I have to trust his judgment, because you know, people are blessed. That's why I need him, because he knows the music business, and I'm here bringing the. He can't sing.
Right.
I can't do the management thing.
Right.
So, you know, it's a win-win. That's why I said it's partnership.
Partnership,
it's a
like marriage.
win-win. Yeah, it's like marriage. Yeah.
Here's another situation. you've been in a relatively short time since you began to do music professionally.
Yeah.
You've been able to achieve quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, some of your songs have had huge reception, especially the last one that we just played.
Yeah.
And I understand that you're now involved in the world famous Coke Studio incubation studio situation.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that quickly?
First, I would like to say that I don't like that notion, be put in a box whereby people tell me you've taken a short time to be a
it's
star.
a compliment. It's a compliment. It's
To be
actually
a
a compliment.
star.
Because a lot of people
I've worked
struggled.
hard.
I
I've
know
worked
you have.
hard for it.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
But thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't like being put in that box where people feel like I've taken a short time. You know, I've really worked hard. We've had plans and we've worked for them day by day. So to answer your question, Coke Studio came in because they were trying to look for one artist. I'm on Coke Studio as a big break artist. So a big break artist is an artist who's worked hard the entire year. Someone who's consistent
I see
and is a new
Right.
and is a new artist. So they gave us a call. I was really happy. I didn't expect, because it's something I used to watch with my father, you know.
How does it mean? What does it mean for you?
It
This
means
opportunity?
someone really believes in me, not only in Kenya, but because it's a company that's worldwide, you know.
What sort of thing do you expect out of this opportunity?
My brand is going to grow from this level to another, because already with it, like a week or 2 weeks, trust me, we've had a lot of impacts that people are going to see next year, because we've had deals that are yet to come out for people to see. We've had bookings, and yeah, I don't want to say much because management is
Keeping
here.
the cards close to your chest.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I can say it's an opportunity for me, and it's really humbling, and at the same time, it's honoring, because I've been working hard, and there's someone somewhere who's noticing my work. Because honestly, I actually thought I was going to be on Coke Studio probably after like 3 years in the game.
Right.
And I just got a call as a big break artist. I'm like, are you sure it's me?
Right.
And it's really humbling.
That must have been
humbling.
a massive confidence boost.
Yeah, I jumped.
Now, here's the situation. We because of the unique way that this evening's broadcast has gone, with the timings and a few delays here and there, we're kind of out of time.
Yeah.
We're just about to go to sports. Daniel Wahome is on standby. But I would be unhappy to let you go without having to get a few things out of you. And please, my director, Mugo, I beg your indulgence for just these few questions. And the question I'd like to ask you is look, we have a Kenyan industry that is full of different artists.
Yeah.
You know, from the inception of what we now know as the urban sound to till present, we have so many artists. Everyone is clamoring for our attention. And on top of that, we have international artists, regional artists, and all that stuff. Why should we listen to Nadia Mukami?
Because
What's your X factor?
My X factor is the writing, and there's something different.
Really?
Because, you know, we're in this industry whereby there's a lot of sexism. Like, it's a male-dominated kind of industry. And the females are known, like, not to be very good songwriters and stuff like that. And what I'm bringing to the table, and Kenya, per se, like, we're like, no, we can listen. Kenya has really, sorry to say, whack lyrics. So I'm trying to show people that there are artists from Kenya who can write. Because actually, when I went, let me just mention this real quick. When I went to Coke Studio, I was working with Jukes and Chelsea and Nandi from Tanzania. And one thing they mentioned about me, and one thing they mentioned about me was like, I like your lyrics. Like you're very different in terms of the Kenyan music industry. Like,
and that validation from accomplished artists.
And it really made me feel great, because I felt like I'm really representing my country the same way the rest of them are representing in terms of content. So I can say, like, it's just that we've been fed with the notion that we have whack lyrics, but in real sense, there is a new generation of artists who really have content. And the best support you can give them, it's like having the media trying to bring out what is nice, not focus on what is not good talent, but focus on what is talent. Yeah.
Like, for example, Nadia Mukami.
Like right now, yeah.
All right. So, any other plans for the festive season or the coming year?
For now, I'm not releasing
Musically?
any other song.
Right.
I just have shows back to back.
You're letting this hit breathe.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And I have shows back to back. Just follow me on my social media. You can come through.
Please tell our people, what are your handles?
On Instagram, I'm at Nadia_Mukami. On Twitter, Nadia_Mukami. On Facebook, Nadia Mukami. I have a fan page, Kanadia Katambe. That's what's up.
Awesome, amazing. Now, we need, in this day and age where there are a lot of artists who, to put it simply, in local language, muziki ya computer, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the vocals are tweaked, they're modified with autotune and other technology like that. Can you be able to give us a sample? That's your camera over there. I'd like you to be able to sing to us, perhaps a song that's in your heart that you wish to share with us. I believe you can use this camera, the one that has a light on top of it. This one, yeah, just straight away.
Ndotoni yote eti mimi napepea, maombi muniombe, muziki nizidi bombea. Hutaweza kurekodi kama huna cha kuwapea, niuze sura nione kama watainunua. Si rahisi kwenye runinga na redio zote nivuma, si rahisi kwenye Twitter wasemeka Nadia Katambe, si rahisi, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So you can tell it's an
and if you were listening keenly, you can tell there's just a little bit of injection of message about how she would like to be treated. This is of course Nadia Mukami, one of the artists that's coming up on the Kenyan music landscape, and she's coming up. She's full of passion, she's full of ambition, and she wishes to break the mold, the understanding, the concept, the notion about Kenyan musicians as to having substandard lyrics and substandard productions. She wishes to come here and change that story to one of excellence and success. And listen to the lady. I mean, the lady can sing, and we wish her all the best, certainly. We hope you'll come back here when you're even bigger.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick?
Please.
I've been nominated in one of the biggest award shows in Kenya, Pulse Music Video Awards.
In what category?
In Best New Artist.
Best New Artist.
Just make sure you vote for me. Go to the site www.pmva/SDE/ just this slash.
Basically, just Google Pulse Music Awards 2018, correct?
Yeah.
And then try to find her.
Make sure you vote for me. Like, I really need your votes. I really deserve them, yeah. If you're not following Nadia Mukami, you have bad taste. That's what I would say.
And on that note, on that very sassy note, thank you, Mugo, for the extra time to be able to get this information out of our artist. And we now take a bit of a breather, and we'll be, ushered out into the break with a bit of Nadia's music. And after that, Daniel Wahome will be coming back with the absolute latest in the world of sports as the weekend kicks off. Nadia, please wave us away with some of your lovely music. Just sing something to us as we go and break.
Is it true? Umenichagua mimi, kuna fununu, unamuoa yule. Let me play the guitar, tubanjuke, tuzunguke mita, tuwalike, harusi tafana, wabambike wale. Isukuti love like mayonde, no stress baby usikonde, forever love ni kupende, chini na juu pia.